I think last class we are discussing about this. What is old and new MapReduce APIs? What is this old and new? We saw some of the differences, main differences. So the Java reduce MapReduce APIs are used in the previous example was the new one. If the old one will be have all the packages in the program itself. We are not club the packages so that it is a big program also. The size of the program also is big. So that's why we clubbed all those things. And still some of the Hadoop systems, that is configuration while we are doing. So this we can old API also we can include that. So how we can include that lines will be there. See that where this one. The old API still find in the org.apache.hadoop.map. In this package also, still the old package is available. So these are the points we already discussed in the last class. What is this and that? So before going to be this program, we start writing so. So that highlighted that the things which were highlighted. For example, see here. So this one, the line and the output collector and the reporter. These are the highlighted lines were old one. The new one we don't have any such type of lines in there. So that also I shown you the previous program how it will be the same thing. That the plus symbol came that time we will start the class and I shown that what is that exponential and magnitude sum. So now we will see some overall what is that overall differences between the old and the new APIs. I make it to one small work, right? Whether it is visible to everyone. So now we can see that we have differences, old and new APIs, how it will be. Okay. See that there is differences, the mapper and reduce. So always I used to prefer whenever you want to learn difference between one to another. So try to make it some parameters. So such that you can remember the parameter, then what will be in the first one and what will be the second one, it is easily remember. So that's why I make like this. So for example, we can make these are the key parameters. So then what is a mapper and reducer? So what will be in new API? What will be in the old API? So what is the packages? You also use code to communicate. So if you remember these words, so if you remember these words, so what are the words? These words you can remember. You can easily remember the differences between all those things. Okay, understand what I said? So if you remember that, then you can easily know that what is the differences between old and new. See that first one is about mapper and reducer. So what will be the mapper and reducer? So the mapper and reducer in the new API using the mapper and reducer classes as a class. So in the new API, we are going to be used as a class. But in a old API, it is used as interface and still it is extended from the new as well as. Okay. So in old API, we don't have any classes. Directly, we are going to get the interfaces. Interface is nothing but extends. That's why I highlighted the programming line in the previous PPT. So there I was highlighted the thing. So there we have interface extended. So that is the old API. We don't have any classes. In the new API, we are using this in a class manner. And what are the packages? So this is one already. This is the package we have in new API and org.apache.hadoop.mapper in the old API. So that's why I used to prefer like this. If you remember the parameters, automatically you can remember the differences between all those. The next one is a code. What is the code to communicate with the map reduce system? So here we can use a context is object to communicate with the map reduce system. Here we are going to be do the configurations, job configuration, output collector, and reporter. These are the objects we use to communicate with the map reduce system. So here we have directive only, context is there to communicate. In other places, in the old API, we have job reporter and output collector and reporters are there to communicate each other. Then another one is about control mapper. What is the control mapper and reducer execution? So while we are going to be execute this mapper function and reducer function, but in the new API allows the both mapper and reducer to control the execution by overriding the run method. So last we are using the run method. No? By using the cat command, we are going to be run. So that is, so by controlling the mapper, by returning the map runnable, but we don't have any equivalence existing for the reducer. So we have only for mapper runnable is there to produce the output in the old API. So then how to control the jobs? So the job control is done through the job class. Again, everything in the new API is converted into a class manner. So job class manner. Here see that. So job control is done through the job client. It does not exist in the new API. So we have a one method used to control all those things. Next, another one is about job configuration. So what is the job configuration? How we are going to be? So in new API, through the configuration of Java, some of the helper code we can do it. But in old API, we need to write a code for configuration also, job configuration. So once we back to that PPT, I will show you the program where these job configuration objects were created. That I will show you again. Once we back to the PPT, please make me reminder so that we will. The next one, see that differences. So then output file. So yesterday we already saw about what is this output file also. So see this output file. So in new API we are going to be, so part M we have some 5n there. That is nothing but number. It is going to be start from the zeros. So yesterday we saw about cat command where we are using part some M, we are going to be 0 0. Then the final output is going to be print in 1950 we have a 111, sorry 22 and 1949 we have a 111. The output is going to be produced. So here we have a different file names for both mapper and reducer. So how it will be means the part M is a mapper and we have numbers. For reducer output we have a part R, we have a numbers. We have them. In the both old API, in the old API we have only one name, that is a part NM, the number only. We don't have any specification, separate specifications are in mapper and reducer. We don't have any. So simply we have only these things. Only we have. Okay. So then reducer method passes the values. So here, this also we already saw that. It's iteratable. What is iteratable and iterator? We are going. The previous old one we are going to be use iterator. The new one we are going to be use iteratable. What is the meaning of this iteratable? For that one I explained one thing also there. So looping, we are going to be use the continuous looping for all those things. So please be remember these 5 things. In order to remember the differences between these old and new APIs. So what are the 5? So these are the things. One is a mapper and reducer. So what will be the mapper and reducer? So thing is, in a new API, all those things we are going to be used in a class manner. In the old, we don't have any like this. In packages, we have a map reduce package we have in the new one. In the old one, we have a mapper. And here we are going to be communicate through the context. Here we are going to be communicate through the job configuration of the collector. I already told that I will show you that how it will be in the code also. Then how it will be controlled. So through the override, we are going to be control all those things. Then how we are going to be, again, the job control is going to be done by the job class. Here we are going to be done by the job client method is going to be there. So the configuration will be via helper method in the starting itself we are going to be. But in the old API, in the programmer level, we need to configure all those things. So the name of the output files in a new one, we have 2 different. In the old one, we have only one thing. In the reducer method, passes the values through the iterable. In the old one, we have iterator. So that is simple differences between these old and new API. So maybe they will ask what is the difference between. That's why they make it a table column and I explain. Okay. So back to our PPT. So see this one we are seeing the old API programming line. See that we have that extensions. These are the so output collector. We already saw that in the job control we have simply then, but here we have job configuration and output collector used to communicate with each other. The job controls. So see that another line also. So see that output collector and reporter. Output collector and reporter. These are the old ones. So that's only I simply make it as a bold content. Then I told you another thing also. What is the job configuration? See this? These all the job configurations were done in the program itself in the old API. See that job configuration, configuration set mapper, configuration set reducer, configuration set output key, configuration set output value, and job client job run. So all this. So I will show you in the meanwhile in the previous one. See that how the applications in the previous one maximum. See that. So this is the previous one, the new one here. The same lines only here we have. So having, we don't have any that highlighted things. See that we don't have any configurations here. So everything is visible. This one. See that. In the previous one, we have a 3 pages of code. That was the old one. Now this one, a new one. We back to that weather temperature, weather data set where we went. So we don't have any extensions over there. We don't have any output collector is there. We don't have any job client is there. We don't have any partitioner is there. We simply everything is going to be hidden in this mapper. So mapper is there now. In this map reduce dot mapper. This is the package where the new API, this one, org apache.hadoop.map reduce mapper. In this we have all the configurations will be done. So this is the new one. So I will go to the old one. I will show you. See this. Actually, I need to make it in a side by side, but it is not able to. It's a programming line, so it is going to be break. That's finally I used to go back. See that this is the old one. So there we have a map reduce implementation is there, output collector is there, and map reduce base and output collector, report collector. And see this, these configurations we don't have in the new. So this is the main difference between the old and new APIs in the Hadoop system. So just remember, while we are processing in the lab, you can know that what is the differences in a programming level. Now I explained in the theory-wise manner. So this is then we done this one. So we have one more function is about combiner function. So what is a combiner? Simply we are going to be merge all those things. So how this combiner function will be work? This is nothing but one of the sub function of a reduce function. One of the sub function of a reduce function. That also we will see. The map reduce jobs are limited by a bandwidth available on the cluster. So it is we have number of clusters in a system. That is a data set we are going to be collect from the different places or different servers. Once we are going to be collected, so if the based upon the to minimize the data transferred between the map and reduce jobs. Please 61, please mute.
Roll number 61, mute yourself. 61.
Okay. To be run in the output. Then the combiner function output forms the output, forms the input to the reduce function. So it is also the combiner function output forms the input to the reduce function. So the reduce function is going to be get the input from the mapper. That before going to be a reduce function, in between the combiner function is going to be takes the combinations. What is the combinations? Name itself is there. Sir, we are saying that combination, combiner. What we are going to be combine? So we already saw that word count example. We have Hadoop in 3 different input splits. We have a 3 Hadoop. So once it is going to be combine all those things into a one, how it will be? So Hadoop is the name that 1 1 1 3 ones are going to be combined into a 1 3 1. So that is 1 1 is going to be counted and it is going to be combined in one place. That is going to be mentioned in 3. That is a similar one. So see that the combiner function is optimized. Calling the combiner function 0 1 or many times should be produce the same output in the reducer. So that is how many times it is going to be produced. So that is going to be mentioned. So why it is mentioned here 0 also? For example, we are trying to get the input from the program. So if the programmer is giving in a input manner searching, if the particular data is not present or particular word is not present in the given data set, then definitely it is going to be shown the 0 as the combiner function. So that is the one. Suppose that the maximum temperature in example, so that is the previous example we discussed, the 1915 were produced the 2 maps. So both because the different splits are there. Imagine that, for example, we saw that we have a 3 different values, but we are considering here the total 5 values. That 5 values we are going to be divided into 2 splits. How it will be? For example, see this. So this is the one split 1950 10 and 1950 20 and 1950 10. So these 3 are the one split, and that meaning so these 3 coming from the one cluster. For example, you can consider one cluster. We are going to be consider these values. For example, you can consider another cluster. So that is it may be produced by another cluster. So that is 1950 25 and 1950 and 50. This is the second. So if we have a 2 different combinations are there, the combiner function is used to combine. How it will be combined? So see that the reducer function would call the first list of these values. So generally, what is the reduce function? It is the reduce function is going to be find the maximum temperature in the particular year. That is the total aim. So that will be, it is going to be combine all those things into a one group. So that is in a first group and second group it is going to be. Now we have all those things in one place. Now we need to know that. So what is the maximum temperature? So that is a simple manner we know everyone. So that is what is the output here? So out of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 values, what is the highest is 25. Now the combiner function is to find after combining. So how it will be produce the maximum value? That is the problem. See here. Since 25 is the maximum value in the list, we could use the combiner function that just like the reduce function to find the maximum temperature for each map. So anyone remember the function which one has max? What is the max function? So what is the max? For example, we can take 10 gamma 15. So what is the output of this function? Max of 10 15. So that is a 15. 15. So how it will be that here we have function. For example, it may be a user defined or a predefined function. If you return function, so what it means? It is to take the 2 parameters, that is the 2 arguments, and it will return one is the output. So that is the maximum value. So how the same manner here also we are going to be use a this function to be used like this. See that the reducer would be called with how it will be. So for example, 1950, 20, 25 in the second one. So the last line is visible to everyone. It is, I think I used to make in one line. That's why I reduce the size of the text. That's only. So see this. That's why I explained the max function over there. See this. Maximum of we have 5 numbers. So this is nothing but max of max. What is the concept? This one. Can anyone? What is the function inside a function? What is the concept? Function inside a function. We have a lot of things. Class inside a class.
Nested function, sir.
Very good, very good, very good. Nested function. So how it will be? How it will be? See that the max. We have a number of values, but the max function always will consider only 2 values. That's why we need to use some nested functions here, so that 5 values we are going to be divided into give to a one max function. This one, then another max function into this one. Now in this, out of this, what is the maximum value? Again, this is also is going to be divided into a first 2 into one part, another one is one part. So max of 10 is 10 only. We don't have any other alternative. We don't have any other alternative, means it definitely gives the same value. So for example, this again, this max is going to be divided into 2 parts. That is max of 0, 20, max of 10. If the 2 things are there, what will be the max of 10 is 10 only. You don't have any other parameter. The finally it will return only one value. Then this one, out of 0 and 20, it will return 20 is the maximum. The same way, see that in a max of 25 and 15, what is the max value? 25 is the max value. In this manner, it is a 10. Then now max of max. Now we can have a max of these function will return 20 and these function will return 25. Now the final max of 20, 25 will return 20. This is the nested function concept. We are going to be, this combiner function is going to be. I think this, everyone is clear with the concept of nested. So if we have everywhere in nested, for loop we have, if we have, even if classes we have, all those things we have a nested. Nested is nothing but the same function inside the same function. The function inside the same function. So what is the, why we are specifying this combiner function? What is the, why especially we are mentioning this combiner function? In Java MapReduce program, the combiner function is to define using the reducer class, and for this application, it is the same implementation as the reducer function in maximum temperature reducer. So there is a one implementation in the reducer function. So now I will show you the code also, how it will be the code. The only change we need to make the set of combiner classes. So see that this is a new API. If you consider the new API, all those things we are going to club into classes on the Java. So see this. So this is the, again, the maximum temperature. The previous one, we are not going to be use the this combiner function. If we are going to be use a combiner function, what will be the this particular class? So this is the max temperature with the combiner. So hello, please mute yourself. Hello, number 36. Number 36, please mute yourself.
Mute yourself. Roll number 36.
Okay. So this is again the class, that is the max temperature with combiner function, how we are going to use. So the same thing only here also. Same that application for max temperature, previous we were explained the same thing. So now I will show you where is this job. The same, I think this one jar file. So yesterday we had discussed what is a jar file and the set job and maximum temperature. See this, this is the, this one is highlighted, is visible. See this job set combiner class. So it is used to do the find the maximum temperature using this. So again the same thing. What is this concept? 0 or 1? Boolean flag. So once it is true, it is going to be produce 0. If it is false, it is going to be produce 1. So again, it is a concept of what is the question mark colon? What is the name of the operator?
Ternary operators.
Why it is called ternary operator? What is the meaning called ternary? So 3 operands.
There is a condition.
3 operands. The name itself is there, no ternary. So we have a unary operator, binary operator, and ternary operator. So that's why only it is called. For example, minus is called unary operator, plus is called binary operator, question mark colon is called ternary operator. So see this here we can write, for example, minus b, the meaning of the negative value of b. So this one, for example, a plus b. But here we need to use the 2 operands with 1 operator. So that is a binary operation. So here we can write some condition. Here we can write. So we can write one statement here. For example, statement 1. For example, again statement 2 we can write. So these are 3 operands here. That's why it is called a ternary operator, or we can call simple if-else operator also. So that is the meaning of that one. Okay, this one about combiner function. So then we have another record reader. What is that record reader? Record reader is an interface declared in Apache Hadoop map. So see this, it is came to map means what? In the recorder where we are going to be used. These API in which Hadoop system is available, whether the new APIs or old API, this one. So this is the old API. New API considered map reduce. Here we can have only map per in the old one. So in the old one also we are going to be use the record reader. The record reader we are going to be use. What is the purpose of that one we will see here. So the record reader reads the key and values paired from the input streams. So we don't have any output, but that is a reduce function we are not going to be mentioned. We are going to be use only mapper only. What is a mapper phase? What is the main functionality means? It is going to be create, or it is going to be mention all the input splits into a form of key value pairs. So the record reader typically converts the byte oriented views of the input and provided the input splits and presents a record oriented view, the mapper and reducer task for processing. So it's thus assuming that the responsibility of processing record boundaries presenting the task with the key values. So how these key values are going to be present, how it will be given to a mapper to reducer function. So here the mapper, all those things is in the form of package only, but reducer we don't have any package here in the old API. So that's why this record reader is going to be use the output of the mapper to the reducer function. So what is the output of a mapper means? The key value pairs is going to be produced by the mapper. So these are the methods we have in the general this record reader we have. So what is that one means? Why generally we don't have any return types? Simply we can write void. So we have a k, create a key, and method type, and we have a description over there. The k is creating key and b is a creating value, and long is position where we are going to be mentioned. So current position of input, and the float value is going to be gives the progress of a read reader. So then Boolean is again we have a next value of key value and key and value. This read the next value pair. So these are the things we are going to be in the record reader. The record reader is going to be create a key and create a value. And what is the current position of that particular input and how it will be progressed, and it finally shows to the next one to produce. So simply how from the, for example, if you consider this example for input splits for a word count example. So through the paragraph of words, it is going to be split into that. Then Once it is going to be splitted, it is going to be create a key and value. Then it is going to be show the position where it is available. Once it is going to be processed, everything is going to be recording. So how many times, how many things are there, everything is going to be recorded. Then it is going to be, once first one is completed, it is going to be next one. So this is the whole process of creating key value pairs. So through the input splits, creating key, creating value, get position and get process. Then what is the next value, next key? Everything is the duty of this record reader. Then we have a partitioner is there. What is the meaning of partitioner? The class partitioner key value is defined in the Apache Reduce. Again, the partitioner is going to be used in a new API. See that? What is this? Apache org.apache.hadoop.map reduce. So this is the API in the new one. So again, sir, how we can say this is the new one? Again, see that the partition is going to be mentioned in the form of a class. We already said that the new API, everything is going to be formed in a class manner. So here the class partitioner contains the key values and it is defined in the MapReduce. So this is a public abstract class partitioner. This is a creating a class for this one from extend from the object. So partition is a key space, and partition controls the partitioning of keys of the intermediate map outputs. So how we are going to be do the partition? So a partition means once we are going to be get the mapper key values, how we are going to be do the divisions partition. In the previous combiner, we saw that we have one part, another part, how we are going to be combined. So that part will be going to be take care about this partition. So the keys are the subset of keys are used to derive the partition. Typically, it is by a hash function. I think you know what is a hash function. It was explained in the first unit also, how it is going to be generated. Maybe with the implementation of linked list or implementation of stack also, we saw that what is the hash function, hash keys, all those things. So the number of partition is the same as the number of reducer tasks for the job. Then hence these control which for the M reduce map to reduce task, the intermediate key is sent for the reduction. So these outputs is going to be due to the reduce function. So once the mapper function is going to be create this partition or record reader is there. No? Record reader is going to be generate one key pairs. The simple nothing but that internal things of this mapper and reducer. Okay. So once the key value pairs are there, whether we need to make some partition based upon the, for example, we can take any one key value is common, then we are going to be make one partition. So that partition will hand over to the reduce function to perform the job. So that is the partition. So here also we have one small important note. If you are require your partitioner class to obtain the job configuration objects, implements the configurable interfaces. If you mention this one, I think why we are again, you may ask, sir, we have a new API, but why still we are referring or we are studying the old API means? So generally we have a concept of, for example, how the input is going to be taken, how the output is coming. Everything is going to be visualized in the Hadoop new system. So what is the data set is given? Okay, output is going to become. But how the step-by-step process, how this combiner, read recorder, partitioner, everything is going to be done. If you want to learn further, these old API string is existing for the programmer's manner. How it is useful, but how in a what manner the input is going to be split. In what manner the key value base is going to be generated. Once the key values are generating, how these read recorders is going to be read all the things. Once it is reading, it is hand over to the partition. Once the partition is done, how it is going to be hand over to the combiner. Once the combiner is comes, then what is the reduce function is going to be performed. All those things in a step-by-step manner we need to learn these old APIs. Once we have familiar with these concepts, we directly go into the new API, then we can, okay, what is the input? Okay, particular data set we are going to be give to a programmer, then automatically the output is going to be produced. So the user, based upon the programmer choice, the programmer gives what, okay, what is the maximum temperature in a particular data set automatically. So which columns are there? So automatically the programmer is going to be highlight that particular column data, then it is going to be due to the output. So again, the programmer choice. Then here also we have a method that is get partition. It is going to be get the key and value and input number of partitions. So whether we done 2 partitions or 3. Based upon the clusters, how many clusters are there, how many partitions is going to be done, is going to be taken from the get partition method. So this is the methods. Still we have not only a partition. For example, partition means we just simply dividing. For not only partition, we have a clone. What is the meaning of clone? Generating the duplicate. So then equals finalize get class and hash code and notifying all toString and wait. We have still so many methods we can inherit. Inherited means simply we can extend it. So we can get the properties from to our data set. So these the things we can inherit it through the extend the class. So the concept of inheritance we need to apply it. So once our data set is there, for example, in the data set I need to make a duplicate copy. So then definitely I can use a clone method to make a duplicate copy. So I need to find, okay, in the data set what are the equals are there. So we need to finalize. What is the finalize? Finalize it is going to be take some current query from the user. Then it is going to be finalized what we need to finalize. Get class. What is the classes where hash code, notify all, toStrings. Everything is going to be. So this is about the first part of our weather data set. We consider for how we are going to be perform the operations on weather data set. Then what are the main use of old and new APIs? So I will show you the same PPT itself. We have the starting in our syllabus. We have this one. This one unit 3 again I divided into 2 parts. So one is writing a MapReduce program with the prescribed NCDC weather data set. So the data set, how we are going to be do the operations, and we are going to be performing the operations. What is a mapper and reducer? What are the simple programs over there? That also we will discuss. And the understanding of Hadoop new and old APIs. So this is about the first part. Now I am going to be discuss about the second part. Second part is nothing but up to now we programming manner we saw it. For example, in exam point of view, they ask. For example, I will show you the again what is the second part. Wait a second. See that this is the second part PPT of the unit. So see this, we already discussed this first one, MapReduce. The second one is about basic programming in Hadoop. So just now we discussed all those things. So driver code is what I think this one is up to now not yet discussed. Okay, I will show you what is this also. How it will be, then how we can write in examination point of view also we will discuss here all this. The second part, all those things we discussed in the programming manner in the weather data set. So now we can discuss here. So what is a mapper and what is a reducer? If they are asking in examination, so what we have to write? So whether we need to write a program, whether we need to, how we can explain, and everything you will see one more time again. Okay. So driver code and mapper code and reducer code and record reader and combiner and partition. So these are the basic programmings of Hadoop MapReduce. So in the second unit, how we were learned basic building blocks of Hadoop system. So this is the MapReduce program, basic program. So please be remember. So driver code and mapper code and reducer code and recorder code, combiner, partition. So see this, the line will use the total information about why we were going to be learning this. The MapReduce is a programming model to work on a data within HDFS, Hadoop system, Hadoop distributed file system. The programming knowledge, the programming language for a MapReduce is Java. So we are going to be use all Java programs only we are going to be discussed. So that's only MapReduce in Java. The Hadoop is also provide the streaming where in the other languages could also be used to write the MapReduce programs. So we discussed only Java programs. For example, we already said that it is an open source. Hadoop is an open source, and not only Java, it is going to be used for Python, or also it is going to be used to do this MapReduce programs. All data is emitted in the flow of MapReduce program in the form of key value pairs. So again, the final conclusion also that every data in this MapReduce program, the program data is going to be emitted, that is finalized in the form of key value pairs only. So this one, so before going to be the first one, what is the driver? So driver code. So the first one of the basic programming in MapReduce is driver. The driver code runs on the client mission. So here, what I want to know that what is a client and what is server again. For example, we are going to be consider Hadoop system in my my laptop. So what I am going to be do this Hadoop distributed file system, HDFS, what I can do. So I may consider any data set. Through the data set, I can perform some operations and I finalize the output. So previous example, that is a weather data set is there. Through that, I am going to be find the maximum temperature in the weather. So that data set is not present in my system. I am going to be get it from NCDC, from website something. So it is a one cluster. We can simply can have a linear manner of Hadoop installation. For example, in fully distributed, we can make it different cluster data also. If the different cluster data is going to become, that is my Hadoop system, which I am running on my system, that is a client. So there the driver code is running. So the data is coming from the other clusters. The clusters is nothing but other nodes. That nodes are nothing but servers. We are going to be get the data from the servers and we are going to be do some operations on that particular data. Still you have confusion. So that's why I starting itself instate that data mining is the concept of preparationing of data. So that is the solution for these big data analytics. Big data analytics is a problem. The data mining is a solution for this big data. Still we see this, how we are going to be finding the values, how we are going to be do all those things. That how the raw data is going to be getting in a rows and column wise, how we are going to be find the data cleaning, how we are going to be apply the data cleaning methods or data models, everything we are not going to be discussing here. Here we are going to be see that how much efficiently we can use this data set in the user manner. In the user point of view, how we are going to be discussed, that we are going to be discussing. Okay. So it is going to be driver code run on the client mission and which is responsible for building the configuration of jobs and submitting to the Hadoop cluster. The driver code will contain the main method which accept argument from the command line. What is this argument to command line? So I think it is We have still 5 minutes is there, so I will go to this. Still, we have any doubts in the previous class? Up to now, we have any doubts? You can ask me. Meanwhile, those who are clear, please go with this command line arguments. What is the command line? I think we have a C, we have a command line arguments are there. In Java, we have a command lines. All the every programming generally we have a command line arguments. What is this command line? So generally you can learn command line arguments. So where these commands will come, generally we can say that. For example, we did C programming the first year. How we are going to be operate the C programming? I'm not going to be asking how we are going to be compile and run it. How we are going to be compile, how we are going to be write. That I am not going to be asking. How we are going to be operate the C program in the Linux operating system. How we are going to be operate. So shall I go with that procedure what you did? Then you can understand. For example, I need to start my C programming in a Linux operating system. What I have to do, even if Java also says same procedure only, the commands will only difference. So what? First of all, you are log into your Linux system. Then we are going to be do Control Alt T for opening a terminal. Then we are going to be SSH command, server sharing. We are going to be get the authentication from the server, that is SSH space your name at the rate of some 192.168 something address we are going to be do. Then later we are going to be create, if you have already directory, you can go to the directory, or else you can use CD. We are going to be used for create directory. Once the directory is created, then we are going to be log into that particular folder. The folder was located in the root node. Once the node is accepted, what we are going to be doing, then we can see that what are the programs we done previously. We are going to be use some commands. See that ls is a command. Then we are going to be use some vi space that programming name .c or .java, whatever it we are going to be do. Then we are going to be cc, that is a gcc or cc we are going to be. Then we are going to be run the output ./a.out, or we can have a Java. So what is this? All those things. These are the things I'm not going to be instruct that what is the programming lines or what is the errors we are not going to be discussing. I just taught about how we are going to be operate a programming on Linux machine. So how we are going to be operate through the commands only. So how we are going to be open a root your files. How we are going to be see all the files which we done previously through the command ls command. How we are going to be open a new file through the vi command. We are going to be open new file. How we are going to be compile through the cc or gcc. We are going to be compiling. How we are going to be see the output. So everything we are going to be operate through the commands only. The same thing only here command line argument is there. So I will show you within 1 minute. I have one small, or else shall I show in the next class? It's already 9:50. We need to do a 10 minutes gap for next class also. Okay, I will show you what is this command line arguments tomorrow. So before that, you can have a chance. You can try it, that what is the command line arguments, how it will be. You can simply go to the Google it, then you can get it also. No problem with that. So you can go through it once. If it is not understand, then I will make you understand tomorrow with one small example program also. Program along with the output also. If you saw that output, definitely you know that these command lines, how it is going to be used for this map reduce program. Also. How this command lines is going to be used for this map reduce also. Okay. So still anyone having queries, you can ask me. In 1 or 2 minutes, I will stop it.